If a beautiful woman suddenly comes to you with a contract, saying she hopes to marry you on the spot, what would you think? This strange thing happened to Old Mouths. Looking at the contract in his hand, Old Mouth seriously suspected that he had fallen into a honey trap. The embarrassing situation in the room made the kids outside the window, who were watching the scene, laugh their heads off. It turned out that in order to play a trick on Old Mouths, Bart used Homer's credit card to buy him a wife on the dark web. Although this wife who suddenly appeared was full of mysteries, there was no denying that the appearance of Anastasia Alakova had brought huge changes to Old Mouth's peaceful life. The usually messy environment was tidied up in perfect order, and the business of the tavern was getting better and better. When Old Mouth's foul language made the customers feel disgusted, Anastasia Alakova could skillfully use words to soothe the customers' emotions. Before long, Old Mouths was raking in money. However, the more perfect Anastasia Alakova's persona was, the more uncomfortable Old Mouths felt inside. Looking at the passionate Anastasia Alakova, Old Mouths finally couldn't hold back and said what he had been suppressing in his heart. It's not that I don't like you. On the contrary, it's precisely because I like you too much that I'm always worried about losing you. It turned out that Old Mouths had always had a curse. Every woman he met only stayed with him for a short time. And there were also Maya and Lonnie a few years ago. They always seemed to find pleasure in breaking his heart. Every time he wanted to give his whole heart to a relationship, it ended in failure. After hearing the explanation, Anastasia Alakova chose to let it go. There is an old Russian saying that the gentler a person is, the easier it is for them to be let down. Although Old Mouths really wanted to hold her back, the words that came out of his mouth were different. On the other hand, Bart secretly bought something on the dark web again, and this time, Homer caught him red-handed. Under repeated questioning, Bart told the truth.
Okay, I ordered Moe's mail order bride.
You're going to hell for this. I have to go see Mouths right away. I won't be back tonight.
Now that it's just you, no punishment, right? I used a computer, isn't that wonderful?
As the saying goes, evil will be rewarded with evil. Bart was finally punished to copy I was wrong 1,000 times and change Grandpa's diaper for a month. After Anastasia Alakova left, Old Mouths was devastated. Cheer up, buddy. Do you think I haven't suffered from love? After hearing Homer's consolation, Old Mouths finally made up his mind. He was going to get his love back. However, when they met, Anastasia Alakova already had a new boyfriend by her side. The courage that had just emerged was extinguished by cold water again. In the tavern, the three fools of Springfield gathered together to offer advice to Old Mouths. Don't worry, buddy, just go for it. Anyway, you still have the marriage contract. What's more, you two are truly in love. After hearing these words, Old Mouths suddenly realized